What's up, squeegee slingers and water-fed pole wiggling wagglers, and welcome back to the Tradman Academy YouTube channel. Today we're having a look at the gutter inspection tool. Now you can buy things like this on the internet, but here's how I made my own one so we can check up in those gutters from the safety of the ground. Also, today's video we're going to be mentioning Squeegee App's multi-planner, making your life easy whether you're a one-man band or you have employees and you want to rearrange your entire schedule. That's also going to be featured in today's video, so stay tuned. Right then folks, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is indeed the gutter inspection tool. Now on the end of this water-fed pole, I'll leave links to everything in this video in the description below, so don't worry too much. But we're just going to mention the components that I'm using so you can replicate this at home. So I'm using an old GoPro at the top here. Now this is just an old GoPro 4 that I had lying around that I don't mind using for things like gutter inspection, and I keep my good GoPros for making, well, videos like this. To connect the GoPro to the water-fed pole, I'm using what's called the RAM mount. Now, I'll leave a link in the description below to that because it's a really good rock-steady mount. I've actually used these mounts on my motorcycle because I make motorcycle videos, and this has held up with no problem at all. Has to be able to cope with 60-70 mile an hour speeds, and I can guarantee you this mount will absolutely do you fine for doing gutter inspection. So the RAM mount to hold your GoPro, that's the next thing you'll need. After that, you'll need some kind of extension pole. Now for demonstration purposes, I've got this phantom pole from Window Cleaning Warehouse. This one goes up to around 24-25 feet, something like that. It's a really good lightweight carbon fiber pole, but you don't need to get a carbon fiber pole. You can use something like an aluminium painter and decorator's pole or something like that. Something that can get you to around maybe 25-30 feet in the air roughly, so you can get up there and inspect those gutters all while keeping your toesies on the ground. And the last thing you're going to need is a smartphone holder. Now I just got this one on Amazon for around £20, and I just looked for a good quality one that got a lot of good reviews. Now this one is very heavy duty. It's got an unlock and lock feature on the back to stop your phone getting out and falling out of there. We don't want that. And it fits a load of different phones. So from the list that I saw online, there's not many phones, to be honest, that this mount doesn't work for. In my case, I've got a Samsung phone, and that is just, as you can see, well lodged in there. And it's actually got a similar clamp on the back to a water-fed pole. So if you want to move this clamp around the pole, if you want it a bit lower or a bit higher, you can simply undo that clamp and push the phone holder up or down on the pole itself. So it's a really neat phone holder for you, and it does the job perfectly. So what we're going to do today is have a little bit of a play around, and you can see this in action, and then you can replicate this at home. Right then folks, so I'm using the GoPro app on my phone. Okay, so that's the thing you'll need to install if you're using a GoPro, is install the GoPro app onto your smartphone so that you can use your phone as a remote control. So I have got my phone connected to the camera is on, so you'll need your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on your device, and obviously the Wi-Fi on your camera as well, so that they can pair up. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube. If you're a bit stuck on how to do that, you can search for that kind of video. So once you've got your phone and connected to your camera, you can simply hit the record button on your phone, and now you will see that we are actually recording up in the sky from the GoPro gutter cam. Okay, so there we are. So what we're going to do, because I've got this on a water-fed pole, you can see here I've left the angle adapter on the water-fed pole, so that allows me to get the correct angle for the camera. Obviously I could just amend the angle up here, but just for easiness sake I could just undo the clamp on the angle adapter and move around the camera as required. So let's chuck up that camera and see what we can do. We'll just point the camera down slightly, and we'll extend up to my own gutters. Now I've never cleaned my own gutters, so let's go and have a look. You are seeing what I am seeing for the first time as well, so this could be bad. So let's go and have a wee look. So I'm only extending one pole up, that's all I need. Let's start from the end and have a wee look. So you can see there on the GoPro that we've got a little bit of moss in there, and let's have a look at the downpipe. Ooh, fancy, yeah? Now you can obviously buy manufacturer cameras and the display that attaches to your poles, but this is a much cheaper method. You can get an old GoPro for around £50–60 second hand on the likes of eBay, and then obviously a smartphone holder about £20 on Amazon, and then obviously your smartphone, whatever that costs, on top, and then you're ready to go. So having a look in the gutters today, in my own gutters, it's not actually too bad considering the amount of moss. We can have a look at my roof. We've got quite a bit of moss up there. It's not actually too bad. What we'll do in the next video is show you the actual gutter vac that I have and how to use it. But you can see there is not an awful lot of work for it to do in my gutters. I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised. So there you go. So that is the gutter inspection tool, nice and handy and trying to keep the cost down for you. Now the great thing about this is because you're recording it to your phone, if I hit the stop button on my phone on that recording there, now I actually have the footage on my phone. So what I can actually do now is show the customer the footage from that recording we just took. So if I click on the footage, just like so, and then you can see it's ready to play. So if I hit the play button like that, and it'll actually play the footage that we had. There you go. So you can show your customers what is up in their gutters before you start, and then also show them some footage after you're finished so they can see what a good job you've done. So that is the gutter inspection tool that we are using. I'm just getting into gutter cleaning again. I used to do it years ago for a company, but it was all old school. It was all buckets and shovels and things like that. There was none of the gutter vacs and toys like this to play with. It was go up on a ladder and do it by hand. So I'm looking forward to giving this a try and seeing how we get on with the gutter vac and things like this, making it look like we are actually quite professional. So let me know in the comments, folks, what you think of the gutter inspection tool that we've got here today. If you've got something similar, we'd love to hear what you use, or if you use something different, please, by all means, pop it in the comment section below. We'd love to hear what kinds of thing you use to check out those gutters from the safety of the ground. But maybe you're old school. Maybe you like to go up on the ladder and just do a visual inspection. We'd love to hear from you as well. So that is the gutter inspection tool for today. In the next video, we're going to have a look at the actual gutter vac itself and all the accessories and the poles and what I'm using and how I use it. And in this next bit of the video, we're going to have a look at Squeegee App, the multi-planner. So let's get back inside and have a look. Right then, folks, I've got the laptop fired up, so let's have a look at multi-planner on Squeegee App. Okay, so here we are on Squeegee App. Now, if you haven't heard of Squeegee App, it's the all-in-one business tool that you can download for your smartphone, your tablet, or even like I'm doing today, using on your PC. It organizes your business and makes a lot of things automated. So check out the previous videos that I've done on Squeegee App. I've pretty much used this since the day it came out. It's a fantastic tool to use for your business, no matter what service that you really provide. But today we're going to be having a look at the multi-planner and what's the benefits behind using it. So follow along with me on the screen. We're going to have a look at that now. Multi-planner. So if we have a look down the left-hand side, this is our menu down the left-hand side of the screen. We've got overview, day pilot, work planner, and then today's topic, multi-planner. So that is actually what we're looking at the moment. The account that we're using is a demo account, so all this information is just made up, so don't worry too much about that, but it's just for demonstration purposes for this video. Now at the top of the screen here we can see the word all, unassigned, demo boss name, and demo worker named. So what's all that mean? Well, if we start from right to left, let's start with the demo worker name. If you have a worker, an employee that works for your business, then you can assign them a certain amount of work or set certain jobs under their profile. So only they can see the work assigned to them. So for instance, if I was a demo worker and I signed in with my login details, this is the work that I would see. Now, what you can actually see on here, it's a bit like a calendar, a digital calendar, where you can see your entire week's work in this one panel, and if you scroll down you can then see your next week's work. So if we look at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, we can see the button that says next week. So if we click on that, we can then see the jobs that are lined up for next week. But the great thing about multi-planner is if you want to rearrange a big amount of work quickly, you can do that from here. So say for instance this coming Monday, for whatever reason we were going to take that day off, and we were going to work the Saturday instead or something, just for an example. So you would click on Monday, which I've done now. Okay, and you can see it's selected 8 jobs there. At the top left-hand side of the screen, we can see the number 8 and £157 worth of work there. So let's move that over to Saturday. So if I move my mouse cursor over to Saturday, click on Saturday, it said, would you like to replan the 8 jobs? I'll say replan and ping, all the jobs go across, just as easy as that. So if you have a lot of job reordering to do, this is one of the best places to come to do it. Now, if I click on Demo Boss Name, so this is as you, the employer, this is your work that you're assigned or you've assigned to yourself. So from this page, you can see everything that is assigned under your name, and you can do exactly the same thing. With the reordering, you can just click on a day, select the new day that you want it to appear on, and hit replan. So the multi-planner is a really good, effective way of seeing your entire week or a month's worth of work in a nice, easy to see and quick to change area on Squeegee App. So if you'd like to give this a try, I'll leave the link in the description below. You can check out Squeegee App, and I'll leave a link to their website as well if you want to find out a bit more about them. But like I say, I've been using these guys for absolutely donkey's years, and they're absolutely fantastic, well above anything I've ever used previously. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with Squeegee App, and indeed the features you really like, or the things that you would maybe like to see in the future going forward. But today's video, that's the multi-planner there for you, a nice easy calendar, digital calendar for you to check out your week and month's worth of work and reorder it in a nice easy way. So hopefully this video today has been useful for you, and stay tuned for the next video where we're going to be having a look at the gutter vacuum system and what I use. So you take care, thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and remember, keep on squeegee slinging.